Now worth my time.
The last thing we talked about before we took the quiz was converting from vertex form to standard form. So that was where you had the equations like y minus k equals a times x minus h squared, those ones. And you had to simplify them. Remember, you had to expand and then distribute and then move the number to the other side so it just said y equals. That was going from vertex form to standard form. Today we're going the other way. We're going from standard form back to vertex form. And that's a little more, well, I don't want to say more complicated because I don't think it's that hard. I actually think it's quicker than the other one, but it does include a formula. There is one small formula that you use to do this, okay? So if we need to get to vertex form, first we need to find the vertex. So remind me again, what's this called? The shape?
Parabola.
That's a parabola. Okay, Eric, will you spin around face this way, please?
That's distracting me.
What's this point called?
The vertex.
That's the vertex. And what letters do we use to represent the vertex?
X, A,
H and
K.
K. Okay, so the vertex is at H and K.
Oh, is this in our notes?
It is in our notes. Yep. All right.
Oh, thanks, John.
So this is an equation. This right here is an equation that's in standard form. So this is in like that simplified form. Remember that goes along with this? So each letter, A, B, and C, is a number. So what is A in this example? Which number is A in this equation?
Wait, what?
Which number is A in this equation?
Oh,
3.
Oh.
Which number is B? 12. Which number is C?
-5.
Okay, so we have A, B, and C. Here's how we're going to start. Remember, we need to find H and K. So the first thing we're going to do is find H, and there's a formula for that. Okay, H is negative B over 2A. That's your formula. That's my new thing to teach you today. So my B value is 12, and this says I want negative B, so that would be negative 12, over 2 times my A value, which is 3. That's the same thing as negative 12 over 6, which is equal to negative 2. So that means my H value is negative 2. Okay. So that's how you find H, is you use that little formula. Now, this one, this one was, oh, question?
Yeah, that has nothing to do with the 3 and -5, does it? Is there a shortcut there? We just luck that we would do that.
Say it again. And can you guys stop laughing?
Is it luck that it was -5 plus the A value is the answer?
Oh, that is luck. Yeah. Yep, no shortcut there. Gentleman in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The one thing you want to watch out for is this one is pretty easy to do in your head. Negative 12 divided by 2 times 3. Hopefully you did it in your head and were able to come up with negative 2. But you're going to get ones that are bigger numbers or decimals, okay, that you won't be able to do in your head, and you're going to want to type them in your calculator, which is totally fine, except I want you to try typing this in. Negative 12 divided by 2 times 3. Type that in right now.
This is low battery.
Just bring it here, Cam. I'll fix it.
Yeah, do it separate.
All right, low batteries I'll take up here and just go get another one.
What?
Cam, will you come sit back up here, please?
I got the one that's in Italian or Spanish again.
Bring it here. I'll fix it.
Wow.
Okay. This does not get you the right answer. Why not? Right. The way this is written, this says to do negative 12 divided by 2 and then take that answer and multiply by 3. That's not what we want to do. Cam, why don't you put that down and come sit up here?
Can I put a password on it?
No, you can just put it down or you can take it with you. It's your choice, but get up here now. This here I want to tell my calculator that 2 times 3 needs to stay together. Okay? So I'm going to put parentheses around the 2 times 3 when I put it into a calculator. Okay? So this would be negative 12 divided by, and then 2 times 3 in parentheses gives you, thank you.
How do you change the language?
I would just come get another calculator. I'll do it in just a minute. That would give you the negative 2. Sean? No? Okay. So we found h. We still need k. Here's how you get k. You take that h value that you just found, and you put it back in the original equation for x. Okay? So see how I have this written out here?
Who found these things out?
This is, there's a reason all of this works. There it is.
No life whoever
Okay.
found these out.
They just hate us so
No,
much.
nobody made this up for the sake of making it difficult. They made it up because it works.
No.
Okay, so I'm taking that negative 2 and plugging it in for x here to find my k value. Okay, go ahead and type that into your calculator. Nope.
Really? Oh, I didn't.
Cam?
Never mind. Negative 17.
That's it, negative 17.
Not see the square.
Yeah, the square is important.
12, parentheses.
A mistake I see here when you're putting this in. Anytime you take a negative number and raise it to a power, okay, specifically when you square a negative number, you have to put it in parentheses in your calculator. So like if you want to do negative 5 squared, you need to put the negative 5 in parentheses before you square it, okay? If you walk out of here and into Algebra 2 remembering one thing that I've taught you, I need it to be that, okay? I need you to remember that when you take a negative number and raise it to a power, you have to put it in parentheses. Okay? Oh boy.
Wait, what? Wait, you teach?
Okay. I do not teach Algebra 2. No.
Are you saying we're going to fail?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you, Lewis.
Okay.
Wait.
No, I guess you're way too much.
So now I've got my h and my k value. That's my vertex right there. So my vertex is negative 2, negative 17. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. Now, our last step is, now that is, if the question just asks you what is the vertex, you're done.
Really?
If it asks you for vertex form, I'm just saying there are two different questions I could ask you. I could ask you what is the vertex, which is right here, okay? Or I could ask you to write it in vertex form. Now, you already know vertex form. It's this. And didn't we just find h and k?
Yeah.
Yeah? So h is negative 2. That's going to go right here. K is negative 17. Okay, those are the two numbers we just found.
Yeah.
What's the only other number we need?
We have 3.
Okay, where are you getting 3 from?
For A.
Yeah, up at the top, when we found A, B, and C, didn't we find that A was equal to 3?
We did.
You're keeping that same A value. So that 3 is traveling down here to become A. And then I'm just filling in the rest of the equation.
So great.
If I do y minus negative 17, what's that going to look like? Plus
17.
Equals 3 times x minus negative 2 would be like x plus 2 squared. And there's your vertex form. Okay? So find h, find k, and then if you have to put it in vertex form, do that third step. Okay? Some questions are going to ask you for that step. Some questions are going to ask you to stop here. Good?
Good.
All right, let's try a couple more.
What?
I plugged h and k into the formula. See it again? I plugged h and k into the vertex form, and then a came from up the top. You good? Okay. So, these directions just say find the vertex. Remember, the vertex means I need h and k. So, h, the formula for finding h. Cam, come sit down, please. Negative b over 2a. Guys. Hello. Negative b over 2a. What's my b value in this equation?
-4.
Okay, remember a is here. A is really like a 1. B is here, it's -4, and then C is 1. So if B is already negative, and I'm asking you to make it negative, what's it going to be?
Positive.
Positive. So -4 is +4
Yep.
over 2 times A, which we said was 1. 4 over 2 times 1 is just 2. So my H value is 2. Now what do I do with the H value to find K?
Plug it in.
Plug it in, plug it
That's
in.
2 times 1.
Oh.
I plug it back into the equation for X.
Okay.
So I'm going to do
Plug it in, plug it in.
2 squared. All right, guys. Minus 4 times 2 plus 1. Sean? -3. So my vertex is just 2, -3. Because that's all it asked for was what's the vertex. Okay?
That's pretty easy.
Let's try it again. Good. Let's find H.
Can we really do that?
So to write in vertex form, I need H and K, and then I need to plug them into the equation. So for H, negative b over 2a, a trash talk day. I think I would lose my mind.
You don't have to be here.
Anthony, if he was here, wouldn't even say anything, you
Oh
just
my
go
gosh.
all out.
All right,
Bring Anthony back in here for one day and then you do it and then we'll
that sounds like a really bad idea.
just.
I'm gonna start shooting up the school.
Okay,
Whoa, whoa.
all right,
Whoa!
Whoa.
Baby guns, okay?
next
yeah.
up.
Whoa.
That's
That
actually.
guy-
Okay, guys.
Paintballs.
All right, guys, let's pull it back together. Come on.
Honestly.
Grow up.
What's my b value? -8. So then I need to do the opposite of that, which would be +8
You know you were.
over 2 times Jace. Come on.
Yeah, grow up.
What's A?
2.
-2. It's the number in front of x squared. So 8 over 2 times -2. Type it in.
-8? Dude, what are you doing?
-2.
-2.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Sure.
I want to know, Cam,
-2.
input's not necessary. If you got -8, here's what you did. 8 divided by, oh, I shouldn't be writing in that space, that's okay. 8 divided by 2 times -2. Because this is 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 4 times -2 is -8. I want to do 8 divided by both of these. So those need parentheses. Okay?
-2.
And that, you get -2. Okay, what do I do with my H value?
Plug it in, plug it in.
Okay? And when I plug it in, what am I going to make sure to put around it? Parentheses. So K will be -2 times -2 squared minus 8 times -2 plus 1. Cam, where are your notes?
You're never
They should be out on your desk. Take them out.
such a slacker.
If you're busier writing, you would be less busy harassing everybody else.
Hurting my feelings.
It is 9.
I love bucket empties like that.
Okay. Guys, I've got H and K now, but these directions said to write it in vertex form. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to say y minus k. So in this case it would be y minus what?
-9.
9, because I just found that k was 9, equals, what's A?
2.
-2. And then x what?
7.
What's H?
-2.
X squared.
What's H?
-2.
-2. So if I'm minusing -2,
Plus.
That's really plus 2 squared. Okay. Shh. All of you calm down. Stop talking. Okay.
Austin Powers. Fisher's just bring Austin Powers. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We don't need Austin Powers. We don't need
Funny movie.
anything else.
We need to have that recording of him where he says,
We don't need genocide.
so we can do that.
Next up, one more. How do I start?
What are you talking about?
Joe, turn around. Cam, I don't need commentary. How do I find H? Sean. Okay. Negative B over 2A, that's where I start. What's H in this problem? What's
No, it's
what's B?
-1.
Negative 1.
More like negative
Okay.
X.
It's whatever's in front of X. That's your B value. Okay? But then if I do -1, that would be a positive 1. And then over 2 times 4. What does that equal?
4.
That equals 8.
It does not.
1 over 8.
1 over 8,
Yep.
which is a decimal, is 0.125. Decimals are okay.
1 point, or no, 0.12.
Right? Okay. All right. Now I'm going to take that, plug it back in. So for K, 4 times 0.125 squared minus 0.125 minus 3.
I got it.
Louder. Rude. Say it louder. He has the answer. He just doesn't want
It's,
Well, then everybody else start
negative-
typing it.
negative
He like must be scared or something.
2.625.
Nope. I think you forgot to square it.
6.890.
No.
Oh,
Sean.
So technically there's
Oh.
Now we just
Louder
decide,
says it.
yeah, but
Jeez.
Okay.
What was it?
That's your K value. Now for vertex form. Y what?
why?
Why are we doing this?
Plus which number?
H.
3,
No.
3, no,
Four,
1,
seven.
2, 4.
Oh, I said 3 and she said no. Are you kidding me?
Your K value.
Negative 3.0625.
Right. That's what that's why I put that
Equals.
there.
Can you see, Tim?
Okay.
Or that's what it says.
What's my A value?
Okay,
4.
Cam.
4.
A value is 4.
Projector.
Oh, you're jet.
And then X what?
Plus
Cam.
minus squared.
Say it again.
Plus minus.
Nope.
No.
Which number goes with the X?
3.
Hey.
1, 3.
The H. H goes with X.
Oh my god.
Okay? Your formula, it's on the other page, but y minus k equals a times x minus h squared. That's what you need for these. Okay?
So confusing.